league needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal. But is it all too little?
What if the biggest name in women's basketball was offered a deal so massive it could change the sport forever? Caitlin Clark is on the verge of something historic. A brand new league, unrivaled, isn't just knocking on her door, it's preparing to blow it open. Modeled after the wild energy of 3v3 basketball and built for a new generation. This league isn't playing it safe. They want Clark front and center, not just as a player, but as the symbol of a revolution. And the offer they're preparing might just rival what Messi got.
This, to me, is another reason why Caitlin Clark needs to flee the WNBA. It's a political organization. They're not serious about business. That they don't care about traditional sports fans. It's a little cult that puts out little political statements. Everybody wears vote t-shirts. They don't care about making money. They don't care really about building up this league and making it profitable. They're a charity. She needs to flee the WNBA and start her own league in this
side club. It has just been reported today that Caitlin Clark could receive a Lionel Messi-like offer to play an unrivaled startup 3-on-3 league, which is a full
It sounds outrageous until you remember what Inter Miami CF did to land Lionel Messi. The MLS didn't just offer him a contract, they rewrote the rulebook. A $150 million package, ownership stake, and even Apple jumped in, handing him a share of MLS season pass revenue. Now the startup behind Unrivaled is borrowing that same playbook and applying it to Caitlin Clark. Because if you're trying to sign the most electrifying athlete in women's basketball, a regular paycheck won't cut it. Not even close.
Has 26 of their 30 players already, and they have been announcing players for the past 3 months. And there has been speculation throughout the entire WNBA season if Caitlin Clark would be joining Unrivaled in the offseason. Caitlin Clark is needed for this league. It should be one of their main goals is to get her to play in the league no matter what that costs, no matter what that is.
Think the hype is exaggerated? Then consider this. Caitlin Clark was just ranked the 4th most marketable athlete on the planet by Sports Pro in London. 1 spot ahead of Messi. Let that sink in. She's not just a star on the court. She's a marketing juggernaut. Insiders say the Unrivaled League is cooking up an unprecedented deal. Nearly $1 million for under 3 months of play, plus equity and revenue-sharing perks. The numbers are wild, but the real story is the power move behind them.
Collier, who is one of the founders of Unrivaled, had this to say about Caitlin Clark. She said, "It's just so crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these teams, people are having to move their venues when she comes to play, and she's getting paid like $75,000 a year. She should be one of the top paid players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing." And I'm glad that a WNBA player is finally saying this out loud, admitting to it, because it has been so clear for so many people the Caitlin Clark effect that she has had on the WNBA.
And imagine the Clark effect supercharged. Just like Messi in the MLS, Caitlin could spike ticket sales, light up TNT sports ratings, and pull in major sponsors. She's already done it once with the WNBA. And now, a $1 million payday for 90 days could be on the table. For comparison, her current Indiana Fever salary is only $76,535. Pocket change next to NBA giants like Steph Curry at $55.8 million. Sure, Clark's Nike deal, $28 million over 8 years. And sponsors like Gatorade, State Farm, and Buick keep her paid, but this would be the first time she's directly valued by a league the way she deserves. And that's why Unrivaled might flip the entire system on its head.
I think Caitlin Clark should join Unrivaled. I'm not so sure. I think that the money needs to be high. It needs to be in the millions. It needs to be at least what Cube offered her for the big 3 at minimum. And even with that, Caitlin Clark doesn't need any money. She has plenty of endorsement deals. I think she is totally fine. And I think for her body and for her mental health, it might not be the best.
At just 22, Caitlin Clark could have chosen rest over risk. Spending her summer shooting commercials, perfecting her golf swing, or just soaking in the sun. But Unrivaled is betting that money, power, and competition will speak louder. The league, co-founded by WNBA legends Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, is preparing to make history by offering the highest average salaries in professional women's sports, plus equity. Reports confirm that every player will receive a six-figure base salary, with the potential to own a piece of the league itself. And here's the twist. Contracts aren't cookie-cutter. They're tied to influence, and no one has more than Clark. She's arguably the biggest American sports sensation since Tiger Woods, with 26 out of 30 spots already claimed, including Chelsea Gray and Angel Reese. The league launches in Miami this January. Meanwhile, tension brews in the WNBA. On Monday, the Players' Union voted to opt out of the current CBA, signaling a demand for change. Unrivaled is stepping into that chaos with promises of reform. In a statement, the league remained tight-lipped about exact pay, but they made one thing clear. They're ready to do whatever it takes to land Clark. She's already turned down a $5 million offer from Ice Cube's Big Three. But that was then. This is different. This is personal. This is power. And just like Messi once faced a career-altering decision, Clark is now staring at her own.
The issue with the WNBA, and I'm going to repeat a mantra, it is the most unlikable league and culture in all of sports, by far. And I'm talking from the players, to some of the ownership, to all the media members, to the podcasters, to those who defend it. It's the most unlikable league in the whole wide world. And this is just another piece of evidence to support that statement.
So now we ask the question no one dares say out loud. If Caitlin Clark walks away, could Unrivaled be the destiny she's quietly been chasing all along?
I don't care how much money. They can offer Caitlin Clark $100 million, and I would tell her to stay away from this Unrivaled 3-on-3. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a bad look for women's basketball. It's going to hurt their momentum. It's not even a real thing. It's something to pacify them, to make the women think, hey, you know what, I need to keep going along with this crap WNBA league that has poor leadership and doesn't know how to become profitable so we can get paid. They want to get paid for just whining and complaining and saying we deserve it rather than earning it. They could earn it if they started a...
And if she does, the ripple effect could shake the WNBA to its core. No, the league won't vanish overnight, but the blow would be undeniable. Because here's the reality. Caitlin Clark is the WNBA. She's the one packing stadiums, dominating headlines, and pulling in TV ratings the league has never seen before. Yet oddly, the WNBA often treats her like she's just another rookie. They downplay the very force that's been keeping their brand alive. But what happens when that force decides it's had enough?
Not only would she be financially secure if that deal is legitimate, I would like to see the WNBA for at least one season without her. Because you keep saying it's about the league. You keep saying it's about other people too. It's not just about one person. I'd actually like to see...
Could the WNBA even survive without Caitlin Clark? Or would it mark the slow unraveling of the league's fragile momentum? One thing's clear. If that day comes, Clark won't be caught off guard. She's already back in the gym, grinding. The Indiana Fever dropped footage Wednesday of her in full-throttle training. Hours earlier, headlines broke about Unrivaled's game-changing offer. That timing wasn't random. In the video, Clark quietly said, "I feel like I'm just scratching the surface." Fans are wondering, is she prepping for another WNBA season, or for something far more explosive? Her leap to Unrivaled would send shockwaves, massive ticket sales, record-breaking streams, and big brand sponsorships. The league already secured a multi-year deal with TNT Sports, with games also airing on True TV and streaming on Max. Add Clark to the mix, and those numbers skyrocket. But the drama doesn't stop there. Who would she team up with? Could she recruit Kelsey Plum? Or, in a shocking twist, form an alliance with Angel Reese herself? One thing is certain. The next move belongs to Caitlin Clark, and the entire basketball world is holding its breath.